Do you see my screen? Yeah. Right. Now now yeah, yes, we can see it. Okay, thanks. Am I audible? Go for it. Okay, thanks, Jason. Okay, so right. So thanks for the Coco Foundation and Shuttleworth Foundation for this great event. So Shuttleworth, introduction about Shuttleworth Foundation. It is doing great things like sponsoring grants for the humankind, and the great things happening around the world. So they are finding people who are in the need of doing something great, and when they need some grant or amount for their development work, and the Shuttleworth Foundation is granting it. So recently I got the Shuttleworth Foundation Rapid Grant, and thanks for Coco Foundation and Jason and the team of Shuttleworth Foundation. So here I am going to tell what we are doing at for ebooks and for Creative Commons. Go for it. Right. So here freetamilebooks.com is one of our key projects in Tamil language. So let us explore it, why it happened and how we created this. So this is the Free Tamil Ebooks homepage. Maybe I can share here. So this is one of the peculiar project in Tamil language. So here we have published so far. So all these are ebooks you can download in many formats. So when you click a book, so here we tell about the introduction and the contributors, who is the author and who is the ebook creator and what is the license. The book is Creative Commons, and you can download in EPUB, MOBI, A4 PDF and 6-inch PDF, and the direct download link, and we have 686 books so far. So that we are going to explore about this project. So this is me, Srinivasan. So we started. I started with GNU Linux around 2004 after my college. Then I found that there is no material available in Tamil language for teaching GNU Linux. So as for each chapter philosophy, we have to scratch our own itch. So I was longing for Tamil websites or Tamil magazines to teach about Linux. There are only very few materials available, so I started something called Kaniyam.com. Maybe I can show that too, because that is one of the inspiring. We started with that only. So Kaniyam.com is one of that is my main project. So here we publish articles and ebooks about free software philosophies and free software technologies, right? So recently we got an award from the magazine called Ananda Vigadan. So they chose a top 10 youth team of 2020. So here we are publishing all the information about free software and Linux. So we have after we publish the articles, we are releasing as ebooks. So you can see in ebook section here. So we have ebooks about machine learning and IT and Tamil, JavaScript, Selenium, big data, WordPress, and PHP, CSS, HTML, and Linux, and MySQL, and Ruby, and so forth. So the book count is increasing. So we published everything as ebook, as PDF only, and people started to download and share everything. So all these ebooks are in Creative Commons. In Creative Commons license, so anyone can download, anyone can share, anyone can even print and sell also. So we are releasing it only in SSA by SCA license. So it was we started around 2012 and it was going fine, but after seeing the reach of the ebooks, so every ebook is crossing around the minimum 1000 downloads, and it is crossing 5000, and even we have many ebooks crossed 10,000 or 20,000, 12,000 downloads it crossed. So it is 20,000 MySQL bookies. So after the ebooks on technical is reaching many people are asking us to give permission to publish our own content also. Like we are writers, we are content makers, like we are creating poems, we are writing novels, we are writing short stories. So shall we publish our content also in the same platform? But we thought that okay, Kaniyam is only for the technical Tamil, so we should not. It is not a general e-magazine kind of thing. So we want Kaniyam should be run only for exclusive for technical articles in Tamil. So then so it's about me. So I started the Kaniyam.com. So then ilexi.in is our local Indian Linux user group Chennai. So the Linux user group Chennai is my primary school, I can say like that. So we meet there every month and we discuss on various free software activities and projects like this. So all the efforts of Kaniyam and Free Tamil ebooks are discussed on their meetings only. So I propose the idea and people there give their feedback. So we try it small, then we show it there, then they give feedback. Like that we are improving iteratively, and we are getting all the technical contributors and promotion from the Linux user group only. So this is my blog. I blog here for around 15 years, and this is my GitHub profile, right? And after the Kaniyam was going fine, 2013 everything started with the Kindle. So I am an avid reader, and I got married on the time, and I could not we moved to a small house where we could not able to store all the books I have where I bought from my bachelor room. So we got to plan for some bigger home, or we had to plan for something else. Then only I came to know about there is something called Kindle, which can be very useful to store hundreds of ebooks in a small device, and we can take it everywhere, and it is very innovative product. So I wanted to buy it. So on the time it was not available in India, and one of my friend went to USA, and I ordered through him, and I got it. So I am very happy to I am very happy to have this Kindle device. It is to having, it can store hundreds of books really, and the paper like e-ink display is the wonderful thing here. So it means you can read for many hours. So the LCD screens available in the computer and laptop and mobile are very bright, and we cannot read for more than an hour or 2 hours. After that, you will get eye strain, and it will be very tough to read on every on the device. It's very long time. But this e-ink is really wonderful innovation of the century, I can even say that. So with that, you can take an entire library with us, and we can read for hours and hours and hours without any eye strain. And this device is having wonderful battery backup. It can withstand for a month. For me, it's coming with month with Wi-Fi turned off. So what I do is I load all the books, turn off the Wi-Fi, that's it. So I can read for literally hours, a month without putting into the charger again. So this Amazon Kindle is supporting different file formats like MOBI, PDF, and AWS Z3. So the AWS Z3 is the main file format supported by Amazon, that Kindle. So then I found that, okay, let me convert one file to MOBI and AWS Z3 and put into the Kindle, and that found that there is no Tamil support. Literally, I was trying. So I bought the Kindle from US. It came from long path to me, but Tamil is not displaying. I could not resist it. So this is how the Tamil display was. So all the Tamil people can read this. The letters are splitted, so it is not like English. So it is not the proper Tamil display. So the same was for the any other Unicode text. So I could not understand why it is happening, and I was asking in all the forums and searching all the forums, hey, how to solve this. There was no solution. But anyhow, I wanted to read all this Tamil in my Kindle. So slowly, day by day, I am reaching some solution. Tried different various solutions. So PDF is the very standard format, and it comes with Tamil support. So I tried to put the PDF into the Kindle, but the regular PDF files we create or A4 PDF files, they are really big. My Kindle is 6-inch PDF, 6-inch only. So all the fonts are literally very small. I have to zoom to read every word. So that is not a good solution. So finally, we got a solution like I measured the size of the Kindle display. So it is 9 centimeter into 12 centimeter. So we created a PDF to this size. The LibreOffice is giving customized paper size, so we created a PDF with this, and this is the proper Tamil display after this creating 6-inch PDF file. So I was so happy. Really, that is the one of the unmemorable day in my life. So I was literally dancing on the time. So after that, I started to read all the content, whatever I read only on the Kindle itself. So I was reading many blogs, I was following many newsletters. So daily I created a automation script to download all the contents of the newspaper I read daily and made into 6-inch PDF and put into Kindle, and I started to read all the things in my Kindle itself. So similarly, the blogs I read, I got the content by RSS feed and made them into PDF, and then I put into Kindle and read. But I wanted to share the ebooks with all my friends who are also other readers. So when I was searching for the solution, I was saying that there are many people are asking the same question. Hey, how to display Tamil in my Kindle? How to display Telugu in my Kindle? How to display Malayalam in my Kindle? So the thing is, every Kindle owner is trying to read on their own language and they could not read it. But I found a solution. But I want to share the ebook with all my fellow friends. But then I proposed the thing to my Linux user group, and then the people told that there is okay, all thing is good, but what about copyright? They raised a question. Hey, what is copyright? I am reading a blog and I am reading a newspaper. I can copy the content into PDF and I can share it to you. And then it seems that we should not do that. So then only I came to know about the copyright. Hey, as per copyright law, we should not copy, and copying and sharing is a crime. Okay, so I was thinking that only copying the software and source code is the crime, but for digital content also the copyright is applicable. Is the concept is very new to me on those days. Okay, so then I searched for then what is the solution? I want to share the PDF files to anyone, so that anyone can put the files on their Kindle and read, but without any copyright issues. So what was the legal solution available? So I started to explore on that thing, and then I found something called Creative Commons. So this is the very globally applicable legal entity. There you can so the problem with the copying is, so even though anyone can copy our content, we usually think that hey, at least you should tell my name. If somebody is copying my photo from internet and they are publishing in some newspaper or magazine, what I will expect? Okay, they should attribute myself. So the original photographer is this, and if somebody is copying my blog post and sharing it somewhere, I will expect that okay, they have to give the original blog URL along with the post, along with their copied content. So most of the people are expecting at least the attribution. So in the Creative Commons license, this is the main part. So you should attribute on every sharing. And there is something called non-commercial. The author can put conditions like you can sell the content, or you should not sell the content. And there is something called no derivatives. You can make changes or you should not make any changes. And share alike, and no derivatives, and attribution, non-commercial, share alike. So these are all 6 different kind of Creative Commons license available. So you can read more about this thing in their website. So I found that this license is giving a very legal, cultural way to share any content with these conditions. So that's what I need. So I decided, okay, let us create ebooks. Let us write to the blog owners, and let us write to the writers and release their blogs and their content in Creative Commons license. Then we can make into different file formats and publish. Then I started on the next lug meet, which somebody told about the file format called EPUB. Okay, EPUB is different file format, so which is even more open than MOBI and the HW3. So then I started to explore that. Okay, EPUB is just like PDF. It is supported in any of the platforms. So it is one file fit into all screen size. It is fluid reflow. It can resize into any screen size. So there is no need for formatting for different screen size. MOBI is the alternative for proprietary alternative for EPUB. It is provided by Amazon itself. So then we have 6-inch PDF. So we have EPUB, we have MOBI, we have 6-inch PDF, and some people wanted to download and read only on the computers, and they want to take printout. So we planned for A4 PDF also. So then we started to publish. Okay. So then we are looking for how to create the ebooks. So there are many and many ways available. I started to explore, then we found that pressbooks.com is very simple on those days. It is a simple WordPress plugin. You can just copy and paste the content just like a WordPress post and export to various formats. So they have providing free hosted service also. So they are giving own advertisements on each ebook. That's completely fine. So from pressbooks.com we can export into EPUB, MOBI and XHTML. And from XHTML we found ways to print DA4 PDF and 6-inch PDF using Firefox. So this is the sample pressbooks.com. So then after we found all the ways to make all the 4 formats, we released the freetamilebooks.com on one fine day. And slowly, initially I was the only one who is making all the things like approaching the authors, getting the content and making the ebook and adding cover image and publishing. Everything was done by me. And people found that found that I am a very bad graphic designer. The cover images are literally bad, and I was asking for volunteers to contribute. So people asked me, hey, how can I contribute? And some came that, hey, I can make good cover images. Okay, then okay, come and contribute. So I can talk to authors and I can do promotional work. So like that, many people came, and here is the team, and the team is really growing well. And many people are my schoolmates, my college mates, and they are around the globe, right? And somebody came, hey, I can make an Android app. Okay, do that. Somebody came, hey, can I make iOS app? Okay, please do that. So like that, everybody started to contribute it, and we have a Android app now. iOS app is still outdated. We have to rebuild that. And like I shown, we have around 680 ebooks and 80 lakhs, 8 million plus downloads. So this is the very very unique projects in Tamil language. So no other website is providing books in these various formats and everything in all in Creative Commons license. So we need more help from people, right? These are all our contact pages. Next, that's it. So in this time I wanted to thank for all the volunteers, because the entire project is driven by volunteers. There is zero money involved. So all the website is donated by one per Ravi, and all the works are everything is done for free. And many authors, when we are approaching many authors, they are really wondering, hey, how you are doing everything for free? Is there any money available? Is there any money involved? And who is giving money to you, or who is getting out of you? There is zero money involved. Everything is free. Author is giving their content free, because the content is a very big thing here. So the content like novel, content like short stories, content like poems, everything is important. And when the author is really giving everything for free, and we are giving our technical experience we are adding our technical experience to the content, like making us ebook, making us a good cover image, publishing into your WordPress portal. So all the other things can be done voluntarily. So this is being one of the greatest project in Tamil language. So in this place I want to thank all the volunteers. And let me show how we are doing it. So we started with pressbooks.com. initially we started with the brushbooks.com, and still this is a wonderful website to start with e-publishing. So this is now involved with more open access publication kind of things. So Ebooks Foundation is doing bringing more open access content. So there are many people are using it. Right. So we, this is purely online based publishing portal. But we found that our volunteers have very poor internet connection, and they want some solution to work on offline. So we could not make Pressbook. We could not service Pressbook for all of our volunteers. So we made a video tutorial on how to use this, and if somebody want to use this portal and make ebooks, they are always welcome. But if you want to have local version, then we found ways to make the local versions. Let me show. Yeah. So initially we are creating everything using LibreOffice Writer, and there is something called Sigil, and there is something called Calibrate. So using LibreOffice Writer, we created A4 PDF and 16 PDF, and to convert into MOBI and PDF, you use to Calibrate. And we are using Sigil to fix any of the formatting issue or any of the validation issue on the EPUB files. Then we automated everything. So now what we have to do is a user has to, I will explain everything on the demo phase. So we are automated everything. You have to just mention what is the heading. So if you just click heading, what is heading, then you can run a script. Everything will be created automatically. And after that, we want to try something with LaTeX. So on another Linux user group, somebody explained about LaTeX and how LaTeX can be used to make beautiful PDF files and other formats. So we gave a try to with Markdown and LaTeX. We spin out another version of the ebook creation script. So this is also available. So now we have 3 to 4 ways on how to make ebooks. So my preference is this Markdown to LaTeX is very clean. This LibreOffice is somewhat okay, but Pressbooks also fine. So we can follow any of the ways. So finally, the output of the EPUB should be valid, and the PDF should be readable. That's it. After that, we started Kaniyam Foundation, which is we are making as an umbrella foundation for all our activities, like to manage, to drive more, to bring more contributions, and to bring more content. So where we are getting the inputs, right? So we have Tamil Wiki source. So this is one of the major portal where we can upload the copyright free books, and we can proofread, right? So here we have something called nationalized books. Around 2015, so there is a organization called TVA, right? So and the Tamilnadu government is doing a wonderful thing. So every year it is buying, it is considering few old authors and buying all their books, giving money to the author, and making those books nationalized. Nationalized means public domain. So anyone can use anything. Anyone can print out. Anyone can sell those books, sell the nationalized books. But the term nationalized is the very new and it is not into the legal term. So we approached the Tamilnadu government and we wanted to make into a legal entity. So at 2015 Tamilnadu government released all the 2015 Tamil Nadu government make a government order like all of the nationalized books are in public domain or CC 0 license. So that was very interesting peculiar announcement by the government itself. So we have already 2000 plus books as nationalized books. So what we did is after the government orders came. So after the orders came, so we so here is the count. There are 2217 books are there. So we wanted to upload everything to the commons and to the wiki source, and we want to proofread there. And proofreading everything was manually very time taking project, so we cannot proofread all the 2000 books in our lifetime. So we wanted something. Okay, let me show you the geo. So this is the one of the government order, like all the contents of the this academy is in Creative Commons license, and all the software is in GPL license, right? So around 2015 we got this order, and we got one more innovation. Okay. That is called OCR. So Google released the optical character recognition service for many of the languages around 2015. So I started this project. Okay, so we have all the content in wiki source PDF files, and we want everything to be proofread. And if the proofread is happening manually, it will take more time. So what can we do? As a technical person or technical developer, I wanted to do something for this project. So I created this. Okay, let me show how the proofread is happening here. வீணு கொஞ்சம் உள்ள போட்டுலாம் கது சாப்பா. So this is how the wiki source is working. So in the right side we have the image, on the left side we have the text content. So we can edit, and initially we were trying everything like editing, typing these things manually. So we found that okay, we have the OCR for wiki source, where we can this project is connecting the downloading the PDF file from the Wikimedia Commons. It is giving all the files to Google Drive, and it get the content as text file and re-uploading to the wiki source page. So thus we have added all the we made the all the pages into text. So now still OCR is not perfect, so we have to make more proofreading, and we need people to make the paragraph marks and make this kind of style things. So but at least it is 90% of the content is already perfect. So only 10 to 30 maximum 30% is the rate where we have to fix manually. So now we have finished all the around 2016 we completely OCR all the books at the wiki source, and slowly we started to proofread. So at Kaniyam Foundation, we started to fund for proofreading. So after we started, we registered as a Kaniyam Foundation, we started to collect donation from money from public to increase the efforts on bringing more content into public domain. So we are paying the proofreaders for as a small remuneration. So far at the Wikisource page we have released around 234 ebooks. So from here we are getting the content to release into free Tamil ebooks, and we are getting but the books in Wikisource are very old, and there is one more project to mention here. So inspired by Project Gutenberg, we have a project called the Project Madurai. So there people started to collaborate to type the old books and publish. They started even around 1990 something. Okay. So we get book from here also. So this is having around 600 books, but most of the books are very old and in the raw format without any meaning or without any explanation or meaning for most of the books. So you can see the HTML content here. So entire book in one single page. There is no formatting. There is no images. Everything is in plain text. So we get content from here and we add more formatting and we make into various formats and publish. So then we started a Google group, but we want to approach contemporary writers and get their content also. So we started a Google group and asked the authors to join there and request upload their ebooks there. But having a Google group and connecting the authors and volunteers is very difficult. So every time volunteer was asking, hey, which book I have to work on, or author will ask, hey, what is my progress on the book. So we could not manage everything with the Google group. So we found a way. So we created a form. We created a Google form where author can just upload their book. So here just give your author name, book name, and author email address, contact details, any translator email address, and what is the license. So we wanted to, this is the very toughest phase we have to decide. So every time we are going to author and explain the Creative Commons license is very difficult for them to understand, and they are having so much of fear and they have asking too many questions. So we finally decided to stick with only 2 licenses. Okay, whether you can make commercial work or not, that is the only thing they have to answer. So they can choose, okay, anyone can sell my book or no one should sell my book, but anyone can share for free in any format. Or if it is very old book, make it as a public domain. And if the author is give me a minute. Sorry. So the author can publish, upload the cover image if you have, or they can upload the contents. So after submitting this form, the content is going to the GitHub issue, so that all the issues can be in public, like this. So what are all the details they have given, it came here. So this is one poem book. Now any volunteer can download this book. So now any volunteer can come, and any author can log in, see this public page and share their or know their progress. So we have different labels, like we need cover image, we need to do OCR, we need to do publish ebooks, like this. And so from this we are sharing this page to the volunteers, so that you may go and check out any of the issues here, and please work on that. And we have another different work we are doing, like approaching authors and asking all their works into Creative Commons license. Yeah, we know that not every author is willing to give all their works in Creative Commons license, but our one of the main goal is to reach out the authors and explain them what is Creative Commons license and why we have to give on this license at least one or two of their books. So at least they should know what is this license, and we have to, it's our duty to explain to them. So we are documenting all the efforts here. So here is the one, this is something Kadalosha is one of the community radio, so we are approaching them to release in their all their circulations. And there is something called Ilatu, is a monthly magazine run by a single person. So we approach the author is expired, and we approach their family, and we got all the content in circulations. Let me show the closed ones. The closed ones are interesting. So the magazine was ran for 43 years by this person, and we got all the content newspaper and in print edition, and we are working to publish in the Creative Commons license. That is, so one of our major successes Koinyani is so M.S. Udayamurthy is one of the very famous author around 1985 to 90. So we approached these family members, and we got all his works into Creative Commons license. And Kovinyani is also one of the very known famous author, and we encourage one of our team member, he is going to all the authors and explaining about the license and getting their content into the ICC license. Right. And we have one more. We have one more good breakthrough in the last few years. So there is a publication called Tamilnadu Padipagam. There they were releasing most of the nationalized books and copyright free books. So we wanted them to get them all and bring into the free Tamil ebooks into various formats. So, but most of the books are already public domain, but getting their books, scanning them and proofreading them and typing them is a very toughest work. So we saw that they have already publishing as printed books, so we approached them, and I asked them on a 2019 book fair, okay, do you have the word format for all the books? And they are happy to know about our works, and they agreed that okay, we have the word format, but we cannot give for free. and we want some 5 lakhs rupees for this for the entire work. So we wanted to start fundraising 5 lakh. 5 lakh is around 80. 10 lakh is 1 million. Okay, 0.5 million. Okay, in English. So we wanted to ask for we want these projects to be done, and we want to buy all their books in Unicode format in Word, and we started to fundraise. Fortunately, we got a connection with UTSC, University of Toronto in Canada. Yeah, so there is a library in UTSC Scarborough, and they are working on the Tamil preservation and few Tamil research work. So we got connection with them, and they wanted to sponsor all the amount to buy all the 1,000 ebooks. So they sponsored all the amount, and we got all the works. And we are now currently working on converting all the Word documents to EPUB, MOBI, and PDF. It is a very long running work, so it's going for around 2 years. So UTSC is planning to release all the books into various formats very soon. So once they are released on their website, we can also release in our website. So that is the deal here. So that was one of the very happiest thing we have done so far. So, and the Kaniyam Foundation is very transparent on all our yeah. I think there was some mistake on the thing. Okay, so sorry for the disturbance. So where I stopped. Okay, so I was running out of time, so I just want to thank Shuttleworth Foundation for the great grant they have provided. I have blogged about it here. Okay, and I want to mention about Coco Foundation. The Coco Foundation is doing wonderful thing on the open publishing area. They have good product like PubSuite and Editoria, where we can create our own journals, own platform to publish journals and ebooks and open access area. Around 2019, I was interacting with Adam of Coco Foundation, and he told that I explained about he know about the Free Tamil Ebooks project, and he wanted to give me the grant of Shuttleworth Foundation grant of $4,000, and I received from the Shuttleworth Foundation team last year. I want to express my thanks to all the team at Shuttleworth Foundation and Coco Foundation. Right. So I have videos on how we are making and publishing the ebooks. I will add the links on the description of this video. I was explaining this already, but the streaming got down. So So this is my contact details. If somebody have any queries on this free Tamil ebooks or Kaniyam Foundation projects, you can ping me anytime or call me anytime. I like to thank all for the watching this video, and tons of thanks for Shuttler Foundation and Coco Foundation, and thanks for all your great works. Thank you all. See you in next in other video. Bye for now.